Welcome back to Drop Dead Fred and Dirty Terry. Wait, what is it again? What is it? It's Dead.
Dirty. What was it?
Dirty Ted and Stephanie.
Dirty Ted and Stephanie right here.
Morning radio, baby.
Yes. Full disclosure, we recorded this morning with Kim, and then I think Katya went home.
Yeah, I went home. I had a pizza.
And a plank.
A pizza, and I'm back.
And you're back.
I'm back again.
And then I've been feeling a little under the weather, so my boyfriend came over to watch over me, and then he got here, and I was like,
hey, why not?
So we would like to welcome to the stage...
David Silver!
Da, 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 da.
Hello, it's me.
A.K.A. Brian Austin Green from the hit television program Beverly Hills 90210.
Cock, dick, and balls.
Cock, dick, and balls.
Cock, dick, and balls.
He came over. He's got his cock, dick, and balls out on the table.
Cock, dick, and balls rolled out on the table. Rolling an Outlook cookie dough. We're about to do some shapes.
I cannot wait to drive a wedge
into this relationship.
By that, I mean literally stick an espadrille up your ass.
Well, in the 4 years we've been together, we've really never appeared on camera together or done anything interview like this, I don't think.
I think that you are, for the kids out there at home, this is, in my opinion, a very great role model. This is an example of how to live a gay love life relationship in the public eye.
You
Don't you think? I do. I do.
Well,
I do.
Here's a luxury. I'll let David talk.
you?
David, I'll let you talk in a second.
No, David, you shut up.
This isn't about you. Now, I think part of what makes our relationship good, we were just talking about this because there's a lot of famous drag queens who have boyfriends who also want to be famous, and it's a very cringe
with a capital
weird
C.
with a capital K.
Capital K.
K-R-I-N-J. Cringe.
Cringe.
And David wants, what do you want, David?
What do you want?
I'm a very private person.
There you go. Privacy.
And I like to bring David places and let people talk to me and then talk to him, because however they talk to him, knowing he's not knowing he's my boyfriend, is how I judge them.
That is fantastic. That's a great
So if they're like, Miss Mattel, we've got your VIP booth right here.
And like, what do you want, trash?
Yeah, you're not. Yeah,
yeah. Do you ever find yourself getting mistreated?
Yeah.
In that situation? Really?
all the time.
You're kidding.
No.
And he tells me about it, and I never forget it.
And you write it in your list, your little black book.
Yep.
Well, no, I honestly think that because I hate joint Instagram accounts to me are the
Boyfriend
the death
accounts?
knell. Yeah, boyfriend accounts.
Could you imagine, David?
What do you mean?
Boyfriends who have an account together.
Like you did something very special together, which is you made a movie, but
Yes.
that's a little different.
Even that was, we didn't mention it. David's a filmmaker who produced the film Moving Parts, as you know, from Netflix, from Katya's Life, from A World of Wonder production, My Life.
Yeah.
Very successful film.
That was
Critically
nice, though, 'cause
acclaimed.
Actually, I guess.
And it's great.
But we worked parallel. We weren't like...
Yeah, honestly, we did the right thing, which was I was the subject and David and the director were the filmmakers, and I was never in the room when they talked about the movie. I just was me, and they were them, and we didn't break the seal.
You were the greased up guinea pig, and they were just shoving you down the tubes.
Yes, because...
As you know, you're a workaholic, and it was a nice way to...
Alcoholic.
I wasn't going to reveal that information, but it was a nice way to make sure that you had to spend time with me, was to make a movie about you.
Yeah, if you want to get it, you want to get some good old time with the TM, you got to put it in the calendar.
Yeah, what's good for what's going to be good for me? You want this dick? I need a movie.
Where do I get out of this relationship?
Yeah. That's it. I think that's one of the reasons our relationship works. But also, I was just talking to somebody about this. Somebody was recently like, you know what? And that's what I've learned about relationships is they're always going to be hard and they're always going to be work. And I was thinking to myself, they're not. When
Always
they're good,
hard
they're
and
not that hard
work.
and they're not that much work.
I'm looking for an escape. Oh. He's over here shaking his head wildly.
But seriously, I think in relationships, when you have problems, it's because you didn't communicate and something erupts.
It's all about compromise.
Yeah. Ew.
Isn't that what it is? Compromise?
I guess.
We're working on each other.
I mean, we could be broken up tomorrow, and then this podcast will be really sad to listen to. So
Yes, it will.
This is our swan song.
This is the last hurrah.
yeah,
Let me ask
let's
you
start
something.
with an easy question. When did you know you were in love with me?
When did you know?
Yeah.
He was the one. Don't answer
And
that.
how many teen girls did you have to beat down to get to the front of the line?
You've been together. You've been gay lovers for 4
Almost,
years.
yeah.
4 years,
Almost
which I
4
don't
years.
think is that long, but I guess in gay
Excuse
world,
me?
that is a long time.
40.
Yeah.
40 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming up on
I just
4.
came across sorry to cut you out. I came across an Instagram post of a gay man who had just met someone about a month ago.
Oh, wow.
And they were posting a succession of photos together with the caption like, "There are no words to describe the love that I feel for you." I was like, Mary, y'all
my
have been together for
God.
4 weeks.
Do people realize how that looks?
David, we talk about it all the time.
I don't think
Because
so.
we've been together 4 years and occasionally, maybe like 2 or 3 times, have posted even just a nice post about each other.
It has to be like my birthday
Yeah,
or like New Year's together. I never, and with David especially, I don't tag him because I don't want people to go find him.
Well, yeah, or because you never know what you're gonna get in those DMs.
Right.
oh, he's going to get girls under the age of 25 being like, can you tell her something?
Yeah,
That happens.
yeah. That's a cute side business.
Yeah.
That's $10, $15 questions, $25
Book me on
answers.
Cameo for $59.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just showed David, I found on Cameo, which you did Cameo for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy who does the voice of Ghostface in the Scream movies does Cameo. And the
that's
mask has
incredible.
up and he goes like, "Hello, Brian."
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
I would
fierce,
pay for
right?
it.
That
It's only
and
50
Gilbert
bucks.
Gottfried. That and Gilbert Gottfried and Amanda Lepore. These are like
Trixie.
Trixie.
David got me the
birthday.
Trixie,
I know.
Amanda Lepore.
I know, it's fantastic.
It was iconic.
And it's too cheap.
Yeah.
She needs
Honestly,
yeah.
I don't, how much was it?
$75.
That's
I think that's
incredible
worth it.
deal.
It was totally worth it.
Incredible.
Not to mention, Amanda's no spring chicken. Like, those cameos aren't going to be available for the next 3 decades.
Yeah.
You know, like, get them
Well, I
now.
bought you the Amanda doll, which was very expensive because they were limited run and were sold in a department store in New York. And I felt bad because obviously she's not getting the money that I paid for that doll. So
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I booked
Yeah.
a Cameo.
Will you tell me off the air how much that doll was?
Say it. We're not. I mean, dolls are expensive,
It was over $900.
Holy shit!
but there was a finite amount created in 2006, right?
Collector's item.
Yeah.
And they were sold only at a department store in New York. And Amanda did them in collaboration with, is it called David's Gym?
David
New-
Barton's gym.
Yeah,
David
that.
Barton's, yeah.
That gym, and it was Amphar, I believe. It was like a charity thing. 'Cause I
Yeah.
asked Amanda about it. I was like, "Where do I get one?" And she was like, "I don't even know a person who has
They're
one
hard to
anymore."
find. So when one popped up, I was like, this is
That's
the
incredible.
moment.
That's
She is the
lovely.
moment.
And
yeah.
it's a fantastic doll.
Yeah,
with
she's
a real
beautiful.
pussy.
It's that exact price point of doll where like I covet. She covets, but she covets. But I probably wouldn't buy it for myself because it's so expensive.
Yeah,
Same as the
but you
birthday
would.
present
But you
got
would
me.
buy a Christie though. You would buy a
Thank
Christie.
God, because I almost bought the Christie doll, and I was
Could
like,
you
you know
fucking
what?
imagine if she had 3 fucking Christies?
It almost happened.
It almost happened.
Oh, I'm gonna sell one of them now.
Oh, thank God. Give me
Use
that
the money.
back.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-wallpaper this room. Well,
So you're gay, and so let me ask you, when did you decide to be gay?
I decided to be gay. I chose it.
Yeah.
In my later 20s.
Okay.
he was a late gay.
Late gay.
Yeah, I was.
Tell him. I don't want to tell your story.
Yeah,
David
I'm
went-
asking David.
He went to NYU and went all through film school and never was
Tish.
gay.
Yeah.
You went through Tish without knowing you was gay?
Without sucking one dick.
Can you believe that?
Wow. Washington Square Park. Never sucked a dick.
It's just so funny because of all places
Really?
to be like, who cares if you're
It's one of
gay?
the gayest places. That's
Yeah,
like one of the
totally.
gayest vortexes in the entire
I know.
United
I
States.
don't know what was stopping me, but I was.
And your
Not gay.
and David's parents are.
I mean, I was gay.
extremely accepting.
Liberal?
Of gay. They
I
don't.
went
liberal
to theater
Jews
camp.
non-practicing?
I mean, I
Oh, you
was
did.
gay.
What the? So what is it? I'm really curious to know. Like, what? So when you jerked off, if you don't mind me asking, like what would you think of? Because you
Oh.
did jerk off.
Yeah,
didn't
no,
you?
I was gay.
Oh, but you just weren't outward.
Oh no, I remember that Justin Timberlake Rolling Stones cover where he's like, yeah, that,
Yeah,
that used to-
macaroni salad.
Yeah.
Tell him about Bruce Willis.
What about Bruce Willis?
You guys have a similar
Color of
film.
Night. Color
film.
of Night. Color of Night.
Well, he shows his.
his wing wang.
Yeah, yeah.
In the pool.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Jane March.
Yeah.
How many times did you flick the bean to that one?
Well, that was like, if you like Googled, like, did we Google back then? Or, just like
Lycos.
naked celebrities on the internet. That was a popular one in
Can I tell you?
in those days.
Can I tell you though? In my house, my parents rented that film, and we watched it together.
It was their fault.
Who'd they rent it out to?
I'm just kidding. They owned a Blockbuster. We watched it together.
Yeah.
And I took that VHS upstairs later.
You're like Bruce.
And I fucking rubbed it right off.
But you know what though? When you're that young, any amount of sexuality can give you a boner.
I was 32.
I remember.
This was a few years ago.
I remember seeing Showgirls. And
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And there was the scene where they're all in a line and I'm erect, why aren't you
Why
erect?
aren't you?
And it's Elizabeth Hurley who's beautiful.
No. Elizabeth Berkley.
Berkeley. Who did I say?
Elizabeth Hurley.
I wish.
Who would be amazing.
I wish.
Yeah, I know. I would've jerked off
Elizabeth
to that.
Berkley. And I was like turned on by that, even though I kind of knew I wasn't into girls. But when you're that young, any amount of sex is like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sex.
that scene. I'll buy it for you. That whole or the one where she's seducing him in the club in the private room.
Yep.
Boner City.
That
her
pool-
long
that
butt,
pool
her
scene,
90s
psycho.
long butt. Yeah. Oh yeah,
that
psychotic.
thrashing.
Thrashing. When did you first have sex?
In my 20s.
Really?
Yeah.
Late bloomer.
But in high school, I did like flow
Flowies?
around with girls.
oh, you did. Did you ever cunnilingus?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I tried it.
You tried it.
I
Not
tried
really-
it.
Yeah. Okay.
You dabbled.
Full vaginal penetration?
No.
No.
No, because I was a homosexual.
Well, I'm just
He was a homosexual, but he was catching blowies from the girls.
Well, same here.
But I mean, I was, 15, 16, 17.
You can go along with a lot when you're like that young and just like randomly horny. I mean, you can, right?
You just do it.
Then again, I never did it, but
I think you just do it because you're 34.
Yeah.
I'm 38. You just do it when you're if you're kind of popular or you're not like on the fringe, you need to have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean, this girl was she wanted to date me.
was she chic?
Sure.
Who
You
would
were-
play her?
You were.
Who would play her?
Who would play her?
Who would play her in a
always,
movie?
RuPaul's always like, you got a mom? And the person like, yes, I have a mom. RuPaul's like, who would play her?
in the movie, in the
a good
Lifetime movie of your
question.
life. It is a good question. Who would
Do
play
I have
her?
to answer it?
Yes.
Who would play her?
I'm trying to picture her.
You're a Hollywood producer. Who would play her?
Like Amanda Seyfried.
Oh, okay.
Really?
I mean, that's
Ding
that's the
dong.
Hollywood
Okay.
version of.
All right, who's on the TBN version? That's the Christian Broadcasting Network.
Who's on the Delta in-flight video version?
Which Drag Race girl would play her? You've never seen the show.
I don't wanna
He's
say.
never seen the show. Oh no. Okay. All right. We'll keep it.
Can I ask? I don't think we've talked about this. If you could make, you loved making a documentary, and you did such a good job at it.
Yeah.
Thank
you
you.
did.
And when I first saw it, I cried, and I was just like, this made me feel like I did something with my life. And I always knew that it was going to be like something I would always love. But if you could make another documentary, not about drag,
Yeah.
what would you want to make it about?
Not about drag.
Or any other drag
Well,
queen
we've
or
talked.
like-
I mean, Amanda Lepore. I would love to do a documentary about her.
And that's a ticking time clock. Amanda, I know she's not listening. She's not going to live forever.
Okay, but she's not dying tomorrow.
I know.
She's not
saying
dying
that.
tomorrow.
You don't
She doesn't have a
understand.
terminal diagnosis. Like, let's just make
But
that clear.
she's an older woman.
Okay.
We're not sure how she could be.
She's a medical mystery in a
Yeah.
lot of ways, so we're gonna keep
I
it
would
that
love
way.
like her story told, by her in her own words.
That would be. That would be so compelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it was done badly, it would be just absolutely watchable.
Well,
You know what I
when
mean?
David and I watched the Wig documentary, did you see Wig?
Yeah, I liked it.
I think some of the most compelling parts were Bunny talking about being Bunny.
Yeah.
And like when I've listened to pods about Bunny,
Yeah.
it's so interesting to think of someone like Bunny or Amanda at 16, what they thought and how they figured out.
Yeah.
I mean, because Amanda's book, that read like a script in itself.
Yeah.
Like
her
their
story is crazy. I mean,
Crazy.
It's
Well, you got to get on that.
it's a great idea, right?
Got to get on that now.
Amanda.
When I saw Amanda, I have still videos on my phone. When I saw Amanda last in LA, I went backstage with my book for her to sign it like a fucking nerd. And I went up to her and I was like, I was like, the part in the book where you said you were running a bath and you had your suitcase and you escaped through the window and you ran to the taxi stand and you told the taxi driver that you're running away to be a star and then you went to New York and you were. And she was like, yeah, I had to get out of there. So calm about it. So calm about it.
How old is she?
Well, I don't want to spill her tea.
But
She talks about it in the
She's a
book, I
star.
believe. She
She's a
talks
star.
about the hospital that she was born at burning. And so she got to sort of reassign her age by
okay.
getting a new birth certificate.
Oh, okay.
So her declared legal age may or may not match her birth age anymore.
Got it.
Which is bad.
yeah,
Honestly, if you're her, go big. Say you were born in 93.
yeah. So, or 1893. Do you know what I mean? Just go vampire. Yeah. Mysterious woman.
Because she really is. I mean, I think we talk about her. This is The Bald and the Beautiful. We talk about her
pretty much every episode.
Yeah. And with hair that white and processed, she's got to be somewhat bald and still beautiful.
Oh, right.
That kind of color processed hair at her age over and over again.
Yeah.
She talks about it in the book. She doesn't go anywhere without at least like a half wig on.
Okay. Yeah.
Same.
And I love it when Bunny, on that hysterical Derek and Mormaine show where Bunny talked about her eye-popping day look of a turban, dark, big sunglasses, and bright red lips. I love that. That's fantastic. That's so chic.
Yeah, and Buddy says she's been taking singing lessons. She's sounding much more musical. Couldn't sound much less. We love her.
We do. And her song, Cotton Candy, Cotton Candy. That song is a bop.
Absolutely. She's wonderful.
She has a lot of great bops, but that one in particular I love.
People don't know what you look like. Who would play you in a movie?
Who would play you in a movie? Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I think Seth Rogen.
That was so mean.
Why? Seth Rogen's cute.
Well, for the comedy, for the action movie, Jason Statham.
No, I was at a bar in Chicago. I grew up in Chicago, and like many summers ago, I was at a bar, and I may have been smoking a cigarette, and some guy yelled to me, "Hey, Seth Rogen!" And he wanted me to bum him a cigarette.
I don't see it.
And I was.
You don't see it?
Look up Jason Statham.
Is Seth Rogen Jewish?
Yes.
He's cute. Jason Statham.
I would absolutely, fuck the hell out of Seth
Jason
Rogen.
Statham, what's he from?
He's an action star.
Okay.
The transporter.
Yeah.
The
humdinger.
So you think you look like this person?
I didn't say that. That looks like you.
No, it doesn't. Look at him. Look. Imagine more. Look at the
three bald men deciding who looks more like this bald man.
Are we one of those morphs where it's like he's our center.
He's maybe our middle.
He does kind of look like your dad did.
He's
okay.
And
I don't look like Jason Statham.
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm saying who would play him. Who would play
Meryl
him?
Streep.
Yeah, because who would play you is also about type.
And also about aspiration.
Yeah, Meryl.
Yeah, Meryl. Okay.
Meryl would play you. Okay.
As Mary Louise in Big Little Lies. With the teeth.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was thinking more like Death Becomes Her.
I was thinking Doubt.
Thank you.
Let's take a break.
Hi there, it's Katya. Listeners, have you had it up to here with big wireless? Well, I've got some great news for you. Breaking up with your old wireless provider just got a whole lot easier thanks to who? Mint Mobile. You see, they were the first company to go online only with their wireless service, and now Mint Mobile is introducing their unlimited data plan for just $30 a month. Can you believe it? $30 a month? I know what you're thinking. Are you psycho? No, I'm not. I'm talking about Mint Mobile. So, how much is your soon-to-be ex-wireless provider charging you now? Listen, for people that hate their phone bill, all the hidden fees, charges, and yada, 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 and they're ready to cut the cord with big wireless, Mint Mobile offers their premium unlimited plan for just $30 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes significant savings on to you. Wow! All plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Sexy! You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan, and you even get to keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Oh my God, that's fantastic. And if you're not 100% satisfied, guess what? Mint Mobile has you covered, baby. They've got a 7-day money-back guarantee. Break up with big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile's premium unlimited data plan for $30 a month. Wow. To get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $30 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/bald. That's mintmobile.com/bald. Cut your unlimited wireless bill to $30 a month at mintmobile.com/bald.
Usual Wines, honey. Usual Wines are for the moderate drinker. I live alone, and I love Usual Wines because each bottle is 6.3 ounces, which is like a heavy pour or about a glass and a half of wine. So I don't have to commit to a full bottle of wine. No more pouring wine down the sink. No more not wanting to finish a bottle or leaving wine open in my very tiny fridge and having it go stale or having like flat champagne or anything like that. These wines are low carb and have 0 grams of sugar. Look at me. Look at my body. You think I could do this if I was drinking very sugary wines? No. Usual has a red blend, a rosé, and a sparkling white called Brut. They also have limited production Brut Rosé just for the summer. Usual wines are made from world-class American viticultural areas in California like Napa, Sonoma, Santa Barbara, and they're made with minimal intervention, 0 sugar, 0 additives. And when I drink wine, you know I like to hold that wine up to my glass. I like to swish it. I like to smell it. I like to, and then go, Santa Barbara. Or, just speculate where it came from. I know what you're thinking. Tracy, don't grapes contain sugar? To clarify, all usual wines are produced using natural, sustainable grapes harvested every fall. These grapes are picked at optimal ripeness to ensure all sugar will be fermented completely until the wines are dry, with no residual sugar. All that's left over is delicious, crisp, clean wine. The process of fermentation happens when natural yeasts eat the naturally occurring sugar in the grapes. In goes sugar, out comes alcohol. Some winemakers will purposely end fermentation early to keep a little sugar in the wine. Usual wines are fermented until there are no more sugars in the wine. This ensures the wines are crisp and clean and dry as possible, and lower in calories. We have a special holiday product coming early November, Usual Reserve. It's an ultra premium limited edition Mount Veeder Cabernet Sauvignon, yes God. Introducing Usual Reserve. This is our most special holiday wine yet, just in time for the holidays. Hailing from one of the most celebrated plots of lands in all of Napa, this Cabernet Sauvignon is concentrated and rich with just enough grip. Gift it to someone special or keep it all for yourself. The holidays as usual. Go check out their website at www.usualwines.com and use my discount code BEAUTIFUL for $8 off your first order and try your first glass on us. That's www.usualwines.com and the discount code is BEAUTIFUL for $8 off your first order. Every time we film, I'm staring right at her and I yawn in her face while she's talking.
Yeah. And let me also, I'm going to say, we're back, by the way. Are we recording?
We're back.
Okay. I was thinking about you on the way here because we're interviewing you.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, 4 years in a gay love relationship, that really inspires me. However, last week, we did an episode about love, and this fucking rotted motorcycle bitch looked me right in the face, and I said, do you think I could fall in love? She says, you are an unfuckable monster.
I didn't say unfuckable. I said unlovable. Don't be unfair.
She said, no one will ever love you. No one will ever fuck you. Not with that teeny little tiny cunt you have.
Oh,
well, this is David's first long relationship.
Really?
I had other boyfriends, but not this long.
Really? What was the longest?
Yeah, other boyfriends till last week.
Yeah.
Like 9 or 10 months was the...
That's a pretty long.
Yeah.
That's pretty long. I think anything after 6 months is noteworthy.
Mm-hmm. He met my family, came to Thanksgiving. So
right.
That was like...
Right.
Now,
and you guys, without getting too personal, describe your penis. Just kidding. How, what...
Come see any of my shows. I've talked about David's penis on my tour many times.
Okay.
In front of my mother, my father, of his mother, my sister...
And let me just say this. I don't want to
thousands of strangers.
No, that's what I want to ask you. I want to say, because I want to ask, how is it to be in a relationship with someone who makes their living by talking about your personal life?
I don't always love it.
You don't always love it. Is there anything off the table? Is there anything that you guys have mutually agreed on that is not discussable, or everything's kind of up for grabs?
Well, Brian will be like, we're a very private couple, and they'll get off stage and be like, last week I was fucking my boyfriend and his dick.
Fucking my boyfriend and his dick.
Well, that's the thing is we've been together so long that all of my relationship or sex stories are usually about him now. So I can talk about, I can talk about guys I've slept with before him.
Right.
But even a hookup in the last 5 years isn't as interesting as a relationship is interesting story.
I have asked him my family does come to see your shows, and I do think I asked you to change it. It wasn't about me.
Oh yeah,
you were this one time.
I changed it from my boy to this other guy.
This other guy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But he's pretty. Let's be kind of say he's never told me not to say anything.
That's really nice of you.
There's also records selling that are songs all about him. So he gets the good and the bad.
That one's about me. That one's about me.
He gets the good and the bad.
The good and the bad. That's nice.
Well, that's why, when we made the film, that was my love letter to you, as these albums are a love letter to me.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That is disgusting.
But I do get kind of, you know, when you're in drag and you just feel like, I don't know about you, but when we're together, especially on camera, things come out of my mouth I never would have thought I was going to say that day. And so on stage, especially when I'm writing jokes about our sex life, I also I've never written a joke where David's the bad boyfriend, David's bad in bed. It's always this is my great boyfriend and I'm the piece of shit.
Yeah.
And so the detail about David is how like good in bed he is, or how great, and then I'm like the garbage.
Yeah, gotcha. You're never the butt of the joke.
Never.
No. Yeah.
Never.
That's good.
Never.
That's good.
Until the next show.
Play the pink one. Do the pink one. Oh, David.
I like that one.
Silver.
Well, what are you looking for in a partner?
Okay. I'm so glad you asked. 38 to 42 years old, Mexican, from Mexico City. He comes from money, but he made it out on his own because he went through a short thing with his parents, but they're good now.
Diego.
Yeah. I'm flexible on the name only.
Only the name.
Yeah.
No, really, what would your ideal partner look like?
Tuesday nights, Friday nights into Saturday mornings.
See, Katya and I are very similar, and I always say people want our friendship, and people want my relationship with you.
Yeah, no, they don't.
But I think we're similar. That if you wanted a boyfriend, you would still want 1 or 2 days to yourself a week, right?
1 or 2. David.
But I feel like it's Gloria fucking Swanson.
Because I think what David's been gracious with in our relationship is
space, time.
He gives me multiple days a week to just be at home working alone, vibing.
But I like my alone time as well.
You do too.
We're not codependent.
I called David last night freaking out because I'm sick. And he said, I can't talk right now. I'm watching my stories.
Oh my God. I just nutted.
And then he said, it's the Roni reunion.
I hope you just hung up and had a rotary phone that clanged when you hung up the
Buca de Beppo.
Buca de Beppo.
Did you watch that? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
I thought it was a reference to Beverly Hills Housewives. It wasn't.
No, I've never. And before the podcast started, I got the full lowdown about the Beverly Hills or the Real Housewives franchise, of which I am kind of ignorant. But now I'm fascinated.
I am
you are a super expert.
Yeah.
Would you absolutely destroy in Housewives trivia night?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He would.
Yeah.
I watched them all, every single one.
Now, how many are there?
That's hard to say.
Well, I could tell you. So let me guess. New York. There's Beverly Hills. There's Atlanta. There's also Potomac. Potomac. There's Florida. Is there a Florida one? No.
There was Miami.
Jersey.
Miami was canceled. There's Jersey.
Jersey and New York.
Very different vibes.
Oh, very.
Is that all of them?
No, there's also OC, Dallas, Salt Lake City's about to start.
Are you serious?
Then there's
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, they
Mormon.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's some foreign ones that
What about
are hard to find.
Paris? What about London?
That would be great. Well, there was Ladies of London, which was basically Real Housewives of London.
Okay.
And there was Miami. There was DC. Those were long canceled.
What's the highest rated one?
Beverly Hills, I believe.
Beverly Hills. The one that I see people talking about on Twitter always is Roni and Roby.
Yeah.
Or
New York and Beverly Hills.
New York and Beverly Hills. So those are the two.
Denise Richards drama this season really.
Denise Richards is on it.
But she quit. No, she quit.
She was on it.
What's your favorite quote?
Oh, there's one commercial that was not even important to the series, and I heard it and it stuck with me forever. And they were speculating about Denise's lesbian drama, and this girl goes, I wouldn't be surprised if we never saw Denise Richards again.
This girl.
And I was walking around my house saying it all day. I wouldn't be surprised if we never saw Denise Richards again. I couldn't stop.
You said it all the time.
Disappeared.
Lisa Rinna said that, not some girl.
Some girl.
Fucking Rinna.
Some woman with 4 gallons of silicone in her lips.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They are pretty. They're pretty amazing.
She's psycho.
I think they should
great
replace,
television.
Rushmore and put her lips up.
David loves reality TV, and I always joke that he loves it so much that.
Hello.
Well, have you seen the Vegas review?
I've seen clips. It seems very Real Housewives.
Yeah, it is. It's them fighting.
Yeah, I saw. It's like Naomi Smalls in a tank top saying, "So we just really needed to clear the air."
Yes,
and
100%.
it was like that kind of thing. And I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I don't think I'm into that, but
wow.
but I should watch before I'm not going to hate on it before I see it.
It's the drama.
It's good.
Doug, go brush your hair, bitch.
Go brush your hair. It's iconic.
That's pretty amazing.
She's great on it.
Yeah.
She's a housewife, basically.
Yeah. Their storylines, I filmed like a little bit of a recap show that ended up scrapping, but it was, it's a little like World of Wonder, don't burn my house down. But it was a little like trying to force certain storylines. Like, it's not that interesting that Banji's dating.
Yeah.
It's not interesting to watch her go on a blind date on camera.
Oh, God damn.
Not to mention, there is no blind date when you're a famous person. That doesn't exist.
And there's no blind date when you're on. There's no date when you're on camera.
Yeah, if there's a camera there.
It's not a date.
I wouldn't be surprised if we never saw Denise Richards again. I've just said it. I mean, that's how I feel. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
We'll be right back.
Oh, hello, it's me, Trixie from Sweden. Care of is quality products formulated for good for you.
Oh my God, I can't do this. Okay, I'm starting over. I'm not doing that. Okay.
Care of is a wellness brand that makes it easy to maintain your health goals with a customized vitamin plan that helps you feel your best today and supports you long term. High quality ingredients meets high quality products meets personalization. All of Care of's products are formulated with good for you clean ingredients that are backed by science. Care of is super transparent about the research and sourcing behind each one of their products, which, let's be honest, what a lovely, refreshing idea. Your recommendations come in daily, individually wrapped packets that are perfect for getting back into a routine. Care of has an in-depth 5-minute online quiz that asks you questions about your diet, your lifestyle, health concerns, and helps address your specific wellness goals. I mean, let's say you're me. You're taking this test. You're like, I'm extremely thin and statuesque. How do I maintain that, you know? Care of's holistic online quiz, it's like getting a one-on-one consultation with a nutritionist without having to leave your house. Get a personally tailored approach to your unique health needs. Follow Care of's expert recommendations or adjust your packet anytime. What you receive is totally up to you. Listen, I'm a busy woman. I've got a podcast. I've got a makeup company. I've got records. I've got television programs. Anytime I can get something health beneficial done from my home, delivered to my home without having to go anywhere, I am so all over that. I will take care of myself. It just needs to be made extremely easy for me. And then I'll do it, you know? And here on this channel, listen, I love myself. And because I love myself, I love to take care of myself. What I liked about this quiz was it asked me right in the beginning, are you a know-it-all about vitamins? Are you curious? Are you skeptical? And it kind of spoke to what I already knew about nutrition, which I love. It asked you questions like, have you taken vitamins in the past? Do you take vitamins or supplements regularly? So with nutrition and fitness and health, nobody has the same story. So a quiz like this helps you get on the right track. So for 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code BALD50. So that's bald and then Katya's age, BALD50. Again, for 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code BALD50. I love vitamins and I hate going places, so I love this.
And we're back.
I just got a flash forward of us working on a big time movie set and having a problem, and I just whispered to you, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Denise Richards ever again.
I don't know why it's so funny to me.
It's very funny out of context.
Because that's such a dramatic thing to... I wouldn't be surprised if we never saw that person again.
Yeah. I would be surprised if that person disappeared forever.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then that happened.
And she just left the show, yeah.
So what? Oh my God, it's gripping. I'm compelled already.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are definitely actors. Like acting.
Lisa Rinna knows what show she's
Lisa
on.
Rinna is
She's an actress, is she not?
She's a soap actress, so she really...
She's doing a free-form stream of consciousness dialogue to the camera. Yeah.
I want to get on a show like that.
Not to mention, there's that one scene where Lisa Rinna, they're fighting over that bunny, and Lisa Rinna cheats out to the camera and almost on cue has a tear fall. And it's like, it's some BB Zahar shit. It's fierce.
Yeah.
Except I remember on Drag Race, whenever BB would cry, she would wipe the tear and there'd be no crying.
Oh, she never cried.
No.
There was never a tear.
Well, there's certain Drag Race queens, maybe they were on All Stars, but they would do things where they would go like this, but there would be no tears. You can't just touch your eyes.
Yeah.
And if there's no water from the eyes, you're not crying, Mary.
I am very proud to say, I'm not proud of the fact I cried on Drag Race, but I am not ashamed to admit that it was always real.
It was real. Remember when Jaden Dewar Fierce was crying and wiped her tear through the glasses?
Through the lensless glass. Yeah, that was amazing. Through the frames. Through the frames. Yeah.
So, how did you get into reality TV?
Just...
How did Bravo suck you in so fiercely? David keeps the lights on at Bravo.
Well, I remember in high school watching, those VH1 date like Flavor of Love, Surreal Life.
Did you ever watch Eliminate?
Yeah.
What about Rock of Love?
Yeah.
I want Priyanka to do Crack Rock of Love for me. She's going to host a reality dating show that's going to find my lover.
Well, I've actually talked about this idea from Katya with Love.
Have we never told you about this?
No.
Okay, David had an idea that I would host a dating show trying to get you wifed up, and we would let men, women, pan, trans, whoever wants to be with a Russian transvestite hooker.
Oh my!
They would get to date you.
Well, we got to fast track this. I'm ready to fall in love in the next 2 weeks.
Great.
This would be the opening too.
Okay.
The singles would all walk in, they would mingle, and they would see a chopper coming.
The chopper.
The ladder would come down, and you walk in from behind frame.
Isn't that funny?
And the helicopter flies away.
I am so into it. I'll pay to be on it.
And there would be a lot of things they'd have to do. We would have improv actors pretend to be your family, like Russian babushkas. They'd have to date my mom. Take your mom on a
date my
date.
mom. Yeah.
Gymnastics competitions.
Fuck my sister.
Some Fear Factor shit, drinking blood.
Yeah.
There'd be some witchcraft.
Yep. Okay. How many
prostitution.
Prostitution. Can you how many minutes can you survive in this pen with these hogs?
Mm-hmm. A similar idea for a show I had was a few years ago. You and I hosting looking for America's next male stripper.
Oh.
So this week they'd have to do chair dances, and this week they're on a pole, and this week it has to be family friendly. It'd be like male burlesque performers.
I think our show's better.
Our show's better. But that's much more commercially viable.
You think? You can't show that on TV.
I don't think so. I don't know the audience for that.
Oh, that's true.
The people trying to date you is fun.
Yeah.
And them living in a house, a bunch of people competing for your love.
And I'm thinking of the cast. It's wild.
And every season they've died, and you're looking for your next one. And every season it's like a funeral.
It starts with a funeral.
Ends with a wedding. It's a comedy.
That's a great idea.
Get on it, producer.
Okay.
Come on. I'm ready.
Are you on board?
I'm on board. I'm not on drugs. Let's hit it.
Great. Let's do it.
We've got a small window here.
we gotta get on the ground floor with this thing.
Yeah. But I think Real World was the gateway drug. I used to watch Real World, the slap heard around the world, which I recently told you about. You didn't know what that was.
Body of the
remember
Reaper.
this?
You sell drugs? No. Which one?
Real World Seattle. I was in 6th grade, I think, and Irene left the house and she called Stephen gay, and then he ran out and slapped her.
Slapped her in the face.
Slap heard around the world.
I saw it.
And he was gay.
He was gay. Yeah, he turned out he was gay. But back then, I mean, that was the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember San Francisco with Pedro and AIDS, and he died.
Pedro Zamora.
He died?
Died. Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
And,
I remember
Jed.
Paris.
They were old.
Jed.
They were old for the Real World. They were 33 at the time.
Were they?
Jed was. With the
Well, my first job working, and I moved to LA, and I was a casting PA on The Real World and the Bad Girls Club.
Really?
Yeah, that was my first job.
Which one was there in Orlando? No, Vegas. Trishelle.
Yeah, Trishelle.
Okay, I remember Vegas.
Trishelle.
And then I remember Paris.
Paris was
Those are
good.
the only two
Did
I
you
watched.
remember London? I watched it from the beginning.
You did?
The
Wow.
first one. And I remember because they had Puck.
Yeah.
That was one of the first few.
That was
hot-ass
LA.
Puck.
That was
LA.
Yeah.
And then
He still does the challenge and stuff, right?
No, Puck doesn't, but a lot of them do.
It was wild. And then I remember I fell in love with what's his name? He was in London. He had the blonde hair. He had blonde. Did you ever watch London?
Yeah, I watched them. I mean, you can't find them.
It's
not like they're streaming anywhere.
It was and maybe Neil or something like that. And this kid I thought it was like my first TV crush. I was like hopelessly in love with him.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like big time, like obsessed.
There were a lot
It
of
was
hot.
teen
Like,
crush,
was he
yeah.
gay?
No.
Oh, because
he
there were a
wasn't.
lot of I don't know if they were even. I think they were out on the show.
What's the equivalent of The Real World now? Would you say it's like Big Brother?
Yeah, I think so.
guess,
Big
yeah.
Brother and Survivor.
Big
or
Brother's
something?
wild. When I talked to Michelle, I was like, how did you do that? And she was like, honestly, it was the boredom that was difficult because you can't listen to music and there's no TV.
Right.
She was like, that's why there's so many clips of me getting in drag. She's like, I had nothing to do than put makeup on and take it off and put it on again.
That now that makes sense with Courtney because I'm like,
She won.
Yeah, but also like getting in drag. Like I was like, this seems like a nightmare. But when you put it that way,
What are you going to do?
what else are you gonna fucking do? I'm gonna get in drag. I'm gonna get top and bottom lashes on.
Yeah. She really won that shit. That was
won it.
amazing when Courtney won. That was almost like, I mean, I won Drag Race that year, I think. Or no, she won it right before I won Drag Race.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, winning Drag Race is cool, but a drag queen winning Big Brother
Yeah.
is so cool.
And I remember I was at the gym when I saw that that picture of her uncooked chicken. When the wardrobe malfunctioned, I was like,
Do you think it was a stunt?
I thought it was. I knew it was a stunt. Number one, I was like, "There's no way that's not on purpose." But then I was like,
Brilliant, though.
Courtney, you humiliated yourself.
You've humiliated
I thought
me.
I thought it was like, you are so like. I was like, I felt embarrassed for her, and then I was like, oh,
No, it was
by the way,
brilliant.
she's a genius.
Brilliant.
By the way, she's in that like candid dick out photo. She still looks better than any of us.
I know.
It was amazing. I remember when she won, she had that side ponytail on with like blue eyebrows. And she was sitting there with Anne, that old woman.
Oh, right.
Do you remember the clip of the woman trying to flatten her hair and she can't flat iron her own hair?
Yeah.
It was cool when she won. I mean, I couldn't. Ross did it too, right? Ross Matthews did the American one.
Did he? Oh, I
He
don't know.
tied, right, with Marissa Jarrett Winter. Or he lost to Marissa Jarrett Winter.
He was second place. Would you ever do a show like that? Lock yourself in a house with
Not
Like Alaska did Scared Famous,
24/7?
remember?
Yeah, but
Not in 1
Big
million
Brothers,
years.
they're filming you in the shower.
Not in 1 million fucking years. I would. Not
Scared
ever.
Famous, Alaska did. That's in a house.
Yeah.
right?
Tiffany
That's what
Pollard
Tiffany
was on
Pollard.
that.
Oh, really?
That was fun. We watched that when it came out.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
She did it right after she won All Stars.
Okay.
It was fun.
Yeah.
They didn't do more. It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't the show.
I don't think it was a big hit, but we watched.
We watched it.
Yeah. Tiffany
What other-
Pollard's an icon.
Tiffany Pollard is
Yeah.
She's like the
Could you
ultimate.
bring that level to your show?
I would absolutely, yes, I would.
Yeah, I think you
Not.
would.
I would never. I would aspire to that level.
Yeah.
I could never. I
I
don't think
think you-
anybody
I
could
think
ever
you
bring.
could.
I would
Tiffany is so
commit.
amazing.
I would commit.
Yeah.
I
She's
would
so
absolutely
beautiful.
commit.
Brunch with Tiffany is on VH1 now.
Yeah. You did. Well, we've.
It was a web series, and now they have it on VH1.
Yeah.
She has Brunch with people.
Was that the one with she had bunch with Nina Bonina and she looked Nina Bonina looked so
She had
incredible.
Nina?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Bob's been on
I only
it.
saw the
You've been
Bob
on it.
episode. Oh,
Nina
great.
Bonina looked so amazing. She was wearing, she was just dressed.
We
she's always
love
crazy.
Tiffany Pollard. One time, me and David, we heard she was at
Avita,
Avita.
yeah.
And we were like, were we drunk?
Of course.
We were like, let's just go. Who knows, right? And I think we were at Precinct. And then we decided to go to Avita to see if we could just glimpse her from across the room.
Yeah.
And luckily, from being TV famous, they took my hand. I grabbed David's hand. They brought us to VIP and just sat us next to her. And David was having a meltdown. I've never seen you smile so big in my life.
Animal print cat suit with sunglasses on.
with the champagne wiggling. And, her butt and her body, she just looked incredible.
Yeah, I have a very blurry picture with her that you took that night.
Yeah. And she just, it was so exciting to meet her. And then she loves the Queens. I've seen her host a show at Precinct. She hosts drag shows all the time.
Yeah, she would do that in Portland as well.
She's fierce.
Wild. So cool.
You know what though? You don't need. I mean, not that she's not a huge celebrity. I mean, she's no Anne Heche, but she's big.
She's up there.
You just need people to be rabid for you because she can go to an Applebee's and throw an event and it'll be sold out.
Yeah.
She'll be a star forever.
Yeah.
You should have her on the podcast.
Oh,
I'd
that's a
love
great
to.
idea. I wonder if she would come over.
I don't know. We could ask her.
I'm gonna ask her.
We can ask her.
David.
Brian's.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Could you ever imagine yourself in a throuple? Not with me, but in a throuple.
That's a really good question.
I don't know. I mean, watching that Vegas show, they all sleep in a bed together.
Well, that's what brought it to my head. I was like, a throuple. I was like, one person is a lot of work.
What do you think the person would be like if we were in a throuple? And what would the circumstances be?
Yeah.
It would have.
Listen, you're on the road so much. I mean, I feel like somebody, you know what I mean? Like, imagine this. You meet a lovely guy named Glenn, and he's on the road. Oh my God, 9 months out of the year, the big tour. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're all languishing at home, lonely, nipples perky. Oh, and Glenn comes by and says, "Hi, David." Glenn, and Glenn comes by and he says, "Hi."
Well, without spilling too much of our personal life, I don't really police David's sexuality.
Okay.
So like,
It doesn't have to be gay.
No, it's
It could be, yeah.
it's not like if I'm on the road,
Right,
David
right,
is like left out to dry.
No, I know that. I know that.
But that's what I mean. Like, it
But
would have
would we
to
ever,
be,
like, in a relation, like a throuple?
Yeah, because it
throuple.
would have to be more than sex, obviously, for us to even.
But then do you always have to spend time I don't know. No.
Yeah, what is the chemistry requirement? What are the prerequisites chemistry wise for a throuple?
And we have different types. I don't even know what that person would.
We do have different types.
Because I would want a 45-year-old man,
Yeah.
head to toe covered in hair,
Yeah. Right.
jobless, ready to just bench press me. And David, I think David has
say
different
jobless?
instincts. Yes. We have different instincts sexually, I think.
Yeah.
If Jake Gyllenhaal's listening.
That's a great
Who's your
option.
celebrity crush?
Jake
Top three.
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal. Now, from what movie?
From
All of them?
Always.
All of them?
He's so hot.
Doesn't matter. Every movie. What about Velvet Buzzsaw?
Yeah, no. The one we saw it, Tom Ford movie.
Oh, Nocturnal Animals.
Bitch, he was so hot in that. Him with Michael Shannon trying to murder people. Oh.
Did you not see that?
I
Tom Ford.
certainly did.
He was
I
that hot.
certainly did. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
loved
that was
that.
when Isla Fisher played her doppelganger. Okay, got it.
Strange film. Loved it.
So good when he left her ass at that
he's
restaurant
very
at the
sexy.
end. Oh, that's right. That was him.
I've never even considered being in a throuple, but I don't think Derek and his husband did until it happened.
So let's just go wild and say Jake Gyllenhaal gets him. You are on set somehow with Jake Gyllenhaal, and you hit it off, and it's in a. You're like, this is the Twilight Zone. I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah.
Long story short, he's fucking you in the butt, or you're fucking him in the butt, and then 2 weeks later, it's still going on. Somehow you manage to avoid the tabloids. You're like, whatever, I'm just going to ride this wave out. He's on tour. And then you're just fucking you're raw dogging each other in the butt 3 times a fucking day. You and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
And then guess what? You come home, and then the 3 of you. Could that work?
Well, then I would have to vibe with him.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah.
Do you think you
Is it
could
a
vibe
vibe?
with Jake?
Is it a vibe?
Could you
I don't
vibe?
know.
Female celebrity crush. Who is it?
Well, as a teenage boy, Buffy's my favorite show. I used to think I was in love with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Okay,
But he wanted to be
Not
Sarah Michelle
anymore.
Not anymore. Okay.
But like as a 14-year-old, I had pictures of her all over my
Okay.
Yeah, I thought.
Cool.
Yeah.
Gellar.
Penelope Cruz. I had a big crush on.
Yeah.
She's pretty like universal.
smoking.
Ava Green.
Ava Green. I'm looking forward to her.
David
stories
saw Charlize Theron at Gelson's.
I did.
5'10",
years
over
ago.
5'10", 11'60".
Tall woman.
Tall.
The best celebrity sightings go to the grocery store.
I don't know.
Angelina Jolie at Gelson's.
If I saw Charlize, I'm not kidding, I would have to grab her cart and say, I'm so sorry to bother you. Your performance in Monster was incredible. I saw it as a teenager. I still think about it all the time.
Yeah.
And she would say, get your hand off my fucking cart, you faggot.
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking faggot. Yeah.
Because I always think like in LA, people don't want to hear that you liked their project from 10 years ago. Because if you told Buffy, like, I loved Buffy, she'd be like, what about Food Stars, bitch? You know what I mean? She'd be mad.
Have you seen Food Stars?
Yeah, it's the food. No, it's not a movie.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Wow. I really don't want you guys to fight. This is awkward.
He's going to have to hit me as soon as this is over. Well, I think
it's over.
that's it.
That was it?
David.
Wow.
What a pleasure.
Brian's.
You're the love
What a
of my
pleasure.
life.
You're the love of my life.
Ugh, I'm gonna go.
I'm not going to plug where to find you because I want you to have your privacy.
Yes.
But please check out David's film Moving Parts
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Please go buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go on iTunes.
Just going to
and
say
buy
this.
it.
David makes more money if you buy it. So just buy it.
So, but you got $10. What is it? $10?
Yeah, $9.99.
$9.99. What the fuck you doing? That's 2 coffees.
Here's what we learned, though. During this process, a lot of people, the film was on sale. And then it was on Netflix, and people were going, "Oh, I'm so glad it's on Netflix. I can finally watch it for free."
Fuck
Netflix isn't
you.
free.
Netflix is
You're paying
not
for
free.
it, and we're employees at Netflix.
We certainly are.
It's not free.
It's not free. There's a monthly charge for that. And guess what? Guess what you also do on Netflix a lot? Spend a lot of time scrolling because although I do love Netflix, they have a lot of garbage programming. So you waste no time when you go straight to iTunes and you click on that buy button and you buy that movie and guess what? You own it for life.
Yeah.
You know what?
You own it for
I
life.
can only watch that documentary about white people stinging themselves with bees so many times.
Seriously? Wait, speaking of stinging yourself, can I plug my OnlyFans?
Sure.
Okay. People, hello people. Hi. Like in Brazil they say gente. Gente. Brad. Are you looking for some hot topless erotic vacuuming vids? I thought so. Go to OnlyFans.com/realcotdemo and for $9.99 you can get hot topless porns. Thank you.
Love it.
Can I plug my OnlyFans?
Yeah, shut up, David. It's you just crushing crickets with your bare feet.
David will
very
plug,
erotic.
David will plug all the OnlyFans he's currently subscribed to.
Zero currently.
We're in the poorhouse.
listen.
He's eating us out of house and home with his OnlyFans subscription.
With his yeah.
I do enjoy OnlyFans occasionally.
Yeah.
It's a great way to
I
support
normally just
people
do a
directly.
month.
Just try.
I just need to see what's up. Yeah, what's going on.
Trial.
Because let's be honest, most of these OnlyFans, they're not uploading often enough to make it that worth it. for
Sweetie,
$10
I'm
a month.
uploading every day. You better believe it.
Content.
Every day.
Queen
That
of content.
That content train has left the station and she is full speed express to your house. Okay?
And if you like the music you heard in Moving Parts, you can check out the soundtrack available on iTunes, recorded
right.
by me.
That's right.
That I forced you to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. And once you what? And that's it.
And that's it.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.